Scotland election results. Alex Salmond defeated and SNP suffered huge losses as Tory chances boosted north of the border. Nicola Sturgeon has said she would reflect on her demand for a second independence referendum after a series of high-profile SNP figures including her deputy lost their seats on a terrible night for her party. The First Minister said she would not make any rash decisions but pledged to properly think about whether to press ahead with her campaign for another separation vote. Speaking as she arrived at the Glasgow count, she said the election was a disaster for Theresa May and she would examine if a so-called progressive alliance was possible with Jeremy Corbyn when she sees how the election shakes out. She insisted the SNP had won the election in Scotland as it had got the most seats but admitted she was disappointed by the party's losses amid a fierce public backlash against her referendum demand. The Scottish Conservatives ousted Angus Robertson in Moray as a series of SNP seats tumbled to the Tories, Labour and the Liberal Democrats in a terrible night for Invest Sturgeon. Alex Salmond was also rumoured to have lost his Gordon seat in a major shock. The First Minister said, "I'm not going to take any rash decisions. Clearly I have to reflect on the result of the election and I will take time to do that, but it would be the wrong thing for me to do at this hour to take decisions before having had the opportunity to properly think about it. But properly think about it I will certainly do," Mr. Salmond said. Nicola Sturgeon has made it clear that we're very interested in the idea of a progressive alliance for understanding to deny the Tories a majority. We're very much in that band of politics. I think we will be facing a different Prime Minister because if we are in a situation where Theresa May, having called an unnecessary election, having had exposed blatantly during this campaign her weaknesses and deficiencies as a Prime Minister, if indeed she fails to get a majority then she is not long for the job. Mr. Salmond insisted the independence referendum was not to blame for the SNP losing seats, instead arguing that left-wing and pro-independence voters impressed with Jeremy Corbyn has switched to Labour.